Hello, everybody. Welcome here inside of New Hampshire Motor Speedway here in beautiful New England. Loudon, New Hampshire is the site of today's action for the SR1 Equipment 200, the fourth round of the Hankook E-Cup Series. Glad to have y'all with us here. As a brand new season still remains young, we take a trip up to the tip of the Appalachians, up into the northern Atlantic coast at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, right outside of the city, the capital city of Concord, New Hampshire. It should be a good one. Before we get started and before we head into our anthems, let's take a look at your Hankook driver spotlight. Starting off with Quick Maxwell, who definitely was quick, set the fastest time. Even more impressive, only had 10 laps of practice to do so. He'll be starting on pole today, and he will be a big big driver to look out for on the racetrack. So keep an eye on that number 12 Mustang, that Matty Black Mustang Mach-E. Next up is going to be Mr. Kane V. Me, who completely dominated the truck race, qualified on pole, got the fastest lap, and got the win, completely depriving the points-paying drivers of any bonus points and the winning points. He'll be starting in third today. Didn't have the greatest qualifying run, but he's hoping to really, well, that and the Shark Motor Club team at large did not have the greatest qualifying run. But he'll definitely be one to watch, always one to watch, especially after his performances today. He knows his track pretty well. Should be a good race for him. The next driver on our list, if I can see who this is, it is the, who the heck is Rivals Warmaker? Who the hell is this guy? I'm gonna ban him unless someone speaks up. Like, who is he? Okay, well, he just left. I thought for sure that was Declan, because that is Declan's car. So, I don't know who that retard is. If you're in the voice chat, then, well, here's a little tip for you. Maybe don't do that. I think maybe it's my fault. Maybe I teleported him. But even still, that should have been his sign to maybe reset and get back to the box, or maybe speak up. Anyway, that's actually going to be it for our driver spotlight. The rest of y'all suck. I'm just joking. But we are going to head into our pre-race ceremonies here. Starting off with the national anthem, "Please rise and remove head cover if able," for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, gotta get the asset ID first. Drivers, start your engines. Today's trophy. Shut up. Today's trophy is going to be a tractor. A bit of an homage to our title sponsor for this race, the SR1 Equipment 200, which I believe does agricultural equipment. When I searched up SR1 equipment, they just showed me a bunch of tractors. So this is it, a tractor. Anyway. However, the cars you see on track are anything but tractors. Should be a good race here. We are looking at, if I can double check the schedule, we are looking at a race that is going to most likely last 75 laps. The truck race today was 40 laps, so if that's anything to go off of, should be a pretty quick race, relatively. Takes about 20 to 30 seconds to get around this racetrack, so hopefully should be quick in, quick out. But regardless of that, how do we start off every single one of these races? There's always one question that always comes to mind. Drivers, are you ready? I think I figured out a way to slide that in now. I feel a lot less awkward doing it now. So, anyway, drivers are all ready to go for 75 laps of pure chaos. Just joking. Hopefully it's not chaos. If we could just have a carbon copy of the truck race today, I would be happy. A grand total of 1 caution during that truck race, and it was only because, and probably shouldn't have been a caution because it was just a 1 car going into the pit barrel. But drivers are all ready to go. Maxwell on pole, he'll get the 5 bonus points. Who's going to get the other 5 bonus points for fastest lap? I think every driver in the field right now is eligible for those, since you're all points-paying drivers. Drivers are all ready to go, but let's double-check just in case with the magic race control thingy. Oh, and of course, just as tradition, gotta bully him. Gotta bully him. Anyway, drivers are ready to go. Enough BSing. It's gonna be a long race, but who can come out on top here in New Hampshire? Maybe not be able to hoist a lobster, but I think hoisting a tractor is also pretty cool. Countdown begins. 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air for the start of the SR1 Equipment 200. Also, Raffy's 1 out of 3 for jumping the start. Oh, dear God. Well, Raffy's just got a natural consequence. 45 ran right at him. That apron is looking slippery for some reason. We've seen some cars get a little loose on that in qualifying, and it's a little concerning to say the least. However, they seem to be holding themselves pretty well on the actual racing surface. Rapid did not have a very good corner there. We got one into the wall. Was it at Earnhardt? No, it was not. They're all good. They all survived. A little bit of contact might be okay. Truck race, we saw a little bit of contact and nobody really died, but this is not the truck race. Usually the Cup Series has had a little bit of bumps in the road with the setup, so let's see. And it seems like everyone was able to do well in the truck race, though. Tried to make these as similar as we could to the truck setup, so let's see if that makes the racing product pretty good. It was a pretty good race. It looked like classic stock car racing in that truck race, so I thought Glenn was going to go into the tire barrier. Who in the hell is pulling a Chastain? Rapid, I'm just going to say, you're going to need to probably brake a little bit more if you're struggling to go through the corner. The only reason I'm not giving you a 1 out of 3 is because you're all the way in the frickin' back. But you need to really keep it off the wall. 3 wide for second place. The 2 Shark Motor Club cars get into it. It's Raffy's and Kane. 3 wide with Glenn on top. Driving the Greg Biffle tribute scheme, that 3M Dodge is looking mighty quick compared to how he normally is. But look who's in the lead of the race. It's Max. I believe looking for his first Cup win, if memory serves me. And coming in, lap number 6 out of 75. At 6-7. 6-7. Anyway. Oh, dear God, 3 wide. 3 wide, 3 wide. Thank God there's safety barriers there. They kind of got into it a little bit. One of them was smart enough to back out. Kane v. Me still in now. He's into second place, the winner of the truck race. He's going to stay in that middle lane, still there on that dark patch of concrete. And Glenn will lead him there. He's second place. The scoreboard is lying to you. You can't trust your eyes anymore. Glenn is in second. Kane third, although Raffy's trying to get up there. And meanwhile, Maxwell is laughing as he's currently pulling away. However, the question is, if these three decide they want to, or these four rather, as Narrows enters the fray, if they decide they want to work together, this could throw in a bit of this could throw a massive wrench into the mix here. Lap number 8 on the scoring pylon here. You're watching the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series on the Perez Sports Network. We really need commercials, I feel like. But hey, it's kind of like Formula 1. No commercials, just racing. But maybe get in contact with Angel if you're interested. Anyway, Glenn on the bottom into third place. He did lose that position to Kane. The faster car kind of won out there. The Shark Motor Club cars are starting to get their form. Narrows and Raffy's kind of sitting in third and fourth respectively. Raffy's trying to get into a wheel hop for Glenn. Something happened there on the transition of the corner. ROBLOX being ROBLOX in that regard, and it's going to be fourth place now for Glenn as a result. He kind of got loose just coming out of the corner, just completely lost the back end. Didn't spin out though, but it came pretty freaking close. Here they come down into the final corner, and an ass pack from the 16. Not really anything I would call a send, but it was pretty close. And Glenn gets onto the apron. For some reason, that apron is getting a lot of drivers off guard. I guess it's good motivation to stay above the blue line, but that gap, I can't tell if it's shrinking or if it's growing, but Kane is getting closer. Although he's still got his Shark Motor Club teammates Narrows and Raffy's to worry about. Also the Medic Racing Team car of Glenn. His teammate Michelina is out because she's doing some hiking or some crap. So he's the only one with that Medic Racing Team club, really, that's being represented here at the racetrack. He's trying to get a win. We know Michelina likes the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, so definitely a little bit of motivation for him to grab the victory here today. He only has one oval win in the Hankook E-Cup Series. He's trying to make that 2 wins on ovals. He's got 2 wins overall, 1 on the road course, 1 on a oval. He won in Kentucky last year, I do believe, driving this was actually when he debuted his scheme. And then he won. His first win period was on the Indianapolis road course, so he's still looking for some more trophies to add to his cabinet here. But this is a battle for third shaping up now. Well, I mean, not really shaping up. It's been in shape this entire time. But the gap's starting to build a little bit. Glenn is continuing to, hold on to that third place spot. That top 3 might start to break away a little bit from that main pack. Maxwell has led literally every single lap here in this race. And I do know for a fact that the fuel is not going to last much longer. I'd say they have probably another 15, or maybe not 15, but like 25 laps or so on this current battery pack. So let's see how long they can hold on to it for. Pit should be coming into frame here soon. It's going to be a wonder about who can save battery and who can, who's going to need to come in. Who the hell is this? Golf Dog 48. I don't know who you are. Lap number 16 out of 75 here in New Hampshire. You're watching the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series on the Perez Sports Network. The best sports on the best network. Currently the leader of the race, Quick Maxwell, the Canadian. He is in the lead. And can he do what the Canadian men's and women's hockey team couldn't do, and the Paralympic hockey team too, and win for once? Is in second. That gap is definitely shrinking. How both gaps are shrinking. Kane's into the draft of Maxwell. He's cut down that gap. It was 2.4 seconds at one point. Maxwell's starting to kind of see that 45 in his mirror, but he's also probably seeing a glimpse of the 16 as well. Glenn has been blazing fast all day. Tries to get run to the inside of the corner, and he got the door slammed on by the 45 of Kane. Very good block there by the 45. Now Kane knows where Glenn is going to probably go. Glenn is able to more successfully stick to the inside. He did get a lot more speed out of that corner. Would he get a little bit of help here from Raffy's, or is Raffy's going to opt to help his teammate, or maybe be a little bit selfish and go for it himself? Contact! Glenn to the quarter panel, and also look at this, the 45 off the drop to the 12. Here comes the 45 of Kane v. Me. He's got Maxwell to the back bumper. That AutoNation Chevrolet is trying to get to the lead. As we come across the line, 56 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Kane v. Me in second place on the bottom. This could be a big battle for the lead here. And the blocking from Maxwell is also giving Glenn a big chance. This could also realistically give a shot to Raffies to take the lead if he can get up there. And now here they go, down the middle, almost 3 wide. Contact between Maxwell and Glenn. Almost got into the pit road. Lap number 21, we got 55 to go. 45 into the lead, he leads his first lap of the day. Here comes quick Maxwell down to the bottom of the racetrack. Maxwell gets the lead down, he gets the leverage down on the bottom of the racetrack. Kane sticks to the middle, he'll go down to the bottom. Maxwell backs off, Glenn's gonna shoot the gap. Glenn saw the gap and he went for it, almost got second out of it. He might be able to get it in this next corner. Kane holds on to the lead, back-to-back laps he's led. Here comes Glenn, his highest position of the day, gets a shot from Maxwell. Glenn goes to the lead, he's got Raffies on the bottom, 3 wide for second. And now Maxwell on the back bumper, contact, 16 almost got Earnhardted. It's 3 wide for the lead here in New Hampshire, almost 4 wide. Good Lord, can you look at the scenes here in New Hampshire. This is easily some of the best racing I've seen on this racetrack in a very, very long time, if ever. And now we got trouble, big trouble. Raffies gets turned. Well, kind of, he got sideways there a little bit, but they maintained shape, and it's still green. Just like that, we're back to about where we started. Maxwell's back into the lead. He's going to lead his first, he's going to lead back-to-back laps here. But he's back into the lead here as we get into the second third of this race. Glenn gets a little bit of contact off of Raffies. This is definitely going on YouTube Shorts later. That little sequence we just had. Look at Kane now down to the bottom of the racetrack. This is easily some of the best racing we've had all season, if ever, in the Electric Racing Tour. This package that we got is really damn good. But here we go, entering the second, third, or we're past when they cross the line, we'll be a third of the way through this race. If that was the first third, I can't wait to see what the rest of this race has to offer. Maxwell gets a little squirrely. Kane blocks on the high side without having to lift a finger, but it's going to be 3 wide as Maxwell moves to the middle of the racetrack. Kane hung out to dry on the top. And he'll cut up across the 16. Raffies will not lead the lap. He came close, almost an Earnhardt. They're starting to get a lot racier now. And look at where Rapid is. For the first time today, he's moved up into the 4th place spot. He's starting to learn the racetrack. And Narrows is really fading here. I think if I'm Rapid and if I'm Narrows, I'm waiting for these guys to kill each other. We got trouble. Maxwell goes back up. Still green. We're going to see a yellow here eventually. I just know it. Kane v. Me leads another lap. Raffies in second. Maxwell third. Glenn fourth. Rapid fifth. Narrows sixth. That is your running order as they stand. Here comes Maxwell in the third place. Slides in. Blocks the 16. 16 gets him a push. Well, got a little loose on the apron there too. Raffies into the outside wall. He makes a little bit of contact. He hasn't done that very much today, so I'll let it slide. Kane still leads the lap. Maxwell on the bottom gets a shove for the 16. That might have done more harm than good for both drivers, as now Bled has to deal with Rapid skill. This might give Kane a chance to pull away. And if they can do what they did earlier in the race and work their way back up, they can chip into the lead. But this is a 3 wide for third. Raffies into the wall just a little bit. He's trying to avoid the 16 and the 4. 3 wide in the battle for third place. That's really the only big battle going on right now that's sustained. Although it's about to turn into a 4-way battle for third, potentially shift into a battle for fourth. Nope, all 4 drivers still relatively, in the same space here. Raffies holds on into third place, and now another battle shaping up between Kane and Maxwell. Kane gets loose, but he manages to save it. And Kane still there. Maxwell on the bottom. That's not going to work. He gets loose on the apron. I don't know why that apron is so loose, but it has been all day. Raffies getting the draft. This is your Red Bull onboard camera with Funny Raffies. And I'd say that we're 2 laps away from the halfway point of this race. I would say if I never was a good mathematician, to be fair, but Raffy's in second. He's going to overtake Kane. Kane to the top side. Maxwell back into the lead here. I don't know what brand that is. I think it's a fashion brand. I'm not quite sure. It almost looks like Louis Vuitton, or not Louis Vuitton, but you know what I mean. It looks like one of those bougie fashion brands. Oh, the 45 almost killed the 4. That would have been a 1 out of 3 if he would have taken out the 4 there into that tire barrier. But they avoid it. These guys are starting to get desperate. They're shoving each other to the bottom. We're going to have to start keeping an eye on that a little bit. Do not force people below that blue line. Oh, we got trouble! We got trouble! Oh, I'm going to say green. Stay green. Ralphie's was really the only casualty. He might actually be helping out his teammate Narrows as a result, though. Indirectly, he didn't want to. Obviously, every man for himself. But look who's into the lead. It's Rapid Skill. He's survived, and he's getting rewarded for it. He leads his first lap of the day. Caution is out. It's Bled. He's been Earnhardted. Race back to the line. Bled and Kane bring out the caution here in New Hampshire for the first time today. And Kane just called him a tard over the radio. I mean, I can't say that I blame him. Rapid, it's going to be a photo finish. Rapid does get the result at the line. We are officially halfway through this race here in New Hampshire. What a fan-frickin-tastic race this has been. Pit road, obviously, it's been 35 laps. Pit road is open. Remember, the rule is we have to run at least 5 laps under green for the pit road to be open under yellow. Just ignore the fact that the body of Declan's car is still there. No, that is not legal unless he's being forced and doesn't have a choice otherwise. That is absolutely illegal. About as legal as jumping over the border wall. Just don't do it. Well, Rapid is officially... Is that a sign that you want to join my team and drive the 44? Okay. So, pit road is open. Everybody and their mother is pitting. Caution came out because of Blen and Kane. They'll be at the back due to being cause of caution. Countdown begins in 3, 2, 1, pit. Do not push each other into pit road. And the 16 and 45 just immediately ignore my advice. Your speed's broken. That's on you. I'm just giving you a fair warning. There's a Rogue 45. I will take care of that. Sorry, guys. I forgot some Mongoloid put that car there. So, who's going to be the first one out of pit road? It's going to be Rapid, I think, just barely. I think it was Rapid then Maxwell. Yep, there we go. The racing has been fantastic on track and in pit road. You gotta love it. Just absolutely gotta love it. All right, well, we survived the first half under green. I guess we were due for a caution one way or another. Can we survive to the end of the race, or are you guys going to kill each other before then? I think everybody is ready. Let's double check just to be sure. Also, just a bit of a plug. Next week, the Electric Racing Tour has one last doubleheader before the trucks have a break. The Electric Racing Tour Hankook, or the Electric Racing Tour Maverick E-Truck and Hankook E-Cup Series head to Rockingham Speedway for a Truck Cup doubleheader on April 5th. That is next week, right here on the Perez Sports Network, the best sports on the best network. That being said, the drivers are all ready to go. Countdown 3, 2, 1. Green flag back in the air, no jumps from what I could see. Keep in mind, Raffies does have that 1 out of 3 for jumping the start. of the race, and the Ford sent his own teammate into the wall. We got trouble. They back off. It's still green. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions, and I'm confident we'll see another one before this race is through. Maxwell into the lead. It's Kane right there behind him. The two drivers we kind of expected to be at the front all day, and they have been at the front all day. Although it's been kind of a super speedway-ish race, the fact that these drivers have been just kind of on each other's nerves all day. And Kane down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's pushing the 12. They're trying to break away from that third place spot. There's also a three-car battle for dead last. It's the battle of mid back there between Glenn and Rapid. Also, I mean, Narrows is kind of hanging back. I think they're just waiting for an opportunity to get into that fourth place spot should everything go to hell in a handbasket. With that, Maxwell continues to lead. Raffy's comfortably into third place with his team boss trying his damnedest to kill the 16. Oh, I'm sorry, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? 35 laps to go here in New Hampshire. And with that being said, this has been just a great season of Electric Racing Tour racing. This is easily the best on-track product we've ever had. And it's just been absolutely fantastic. Maxwell is apologizing for something, I don't know what. Glenn sticking to the bottom. He's found his preferred line. Rapid left out to dry. The Shark Motor Club, frankly, aside from Kane, obviously Kane has had a stellar day in the Cup Series today. But the rest of the Shark Motor Club car, well, I can't say that because Raffy's has also had a good day too. But Rapid and Narrows have had pretty off days. Those two Chevrolets, well, it's still going to be a big points day today for Shark Motor Club regardless. Not looking good. Well, let's check up a little bit as we are halfway through the race. Let's take a look at your Ionity fastest lap. Right now, that's going to Rapid Skill with a 24.267. Nice. He is your current Ionity fastest lap. Remember, driver with the fastest lap at the end of the race will get 5 bonus points toward the championship. Right now, the bonus points were awarded to Quick Maxwell, who qualified on pole today. He's looking to try to sweep the points today. However, as long as Rapid has anything to say about that, probably won't happen. We'll try to take a look at the board next time they come by. I can't see that. So if we can just take a look at the board one more time here. Sorry about that to our audience. Rapid, Glenn, and Raffy's are your top 3 on the board. And in relation to that, Maxwell is actually dead last on the board with a 24.463. That being said, all these drivers are only separated on the timing board by 2/10. So these guys have been very equal on pace today. And it's one thing to hot lap, it's another thing entirely to have good race pace. Even though in my opinion, they are pretty well intertwined, I do think that there's a reason why the races this isn't rally, right? It's not one off of times. Now, oh, look at the 45, takes a shot to the 12. He had a little bit of smoke come off the tire there. I think he got a little bit loose as a result. And that's going to rocket the 45 back to the lead. Maxwell looking to get a little bit of revenge. He's setting it in a little deep, trying to make up a little bit of time. Lap number 48 here. Will that change the board? No, it will not. We are getting close to the final stages of this race. 28 laps to go. And this is one of those races that you kind of wish would never end. We already have quick races as it is. We're usually in and out in about 45 minutes to an hour, but in the truck races, it's even less, usually 20 to 30 minutes. But these races, sometimes they can be dragged on by yellows or boring racing. We've had none of those. We've had only one yellow. I watch a caution come out as soon as I say that. And we've had some stellar racing today. This is exactly, maybe NASCAR should run the package we have. I don't know how much horsepower is in these cars, but I don't really think I really care. For electric cars, they got to have something, right? I mean, this has been awesome to watch. And look at Kane. Still holding on, but Glenn, who's been in that spot all day. He's hungry for a win, and the last time he got a win was season 4 in Kentucky. Won in the tribute car for Greg Biffle, which he's still running today. I don't know if he'll ever change that car. It feels like, actually, he probably should, because he's still got the rookie stripes on. I would say that this is, last year was his first full-time season, so I think he's safe to take the rookie stripes off whenever he pleases. But Kane v. me in his sophomore season came just short of making the championship overdrive last season. Probably should have made the championship if he would have gone up to at least one or two more races. I think he probably would have made it. But look at Kane. I don't know if he passed up the line. I might have to review that. But either way, Blenn's going to make sure I don't even have to, because he's going to try to pass him on the outside. Maxwell making it stick on the bottom. We got a car loose into the grass. Rapid just lost a ton of time there as he gets passed by his teammate Raffies. One of the first signings that Rapid made last season. Signed that number 7 car to a contract last year. Raffies won the Rookie of the, I believe won the Rookie of the Year if it wasn't Blenn. And it was just a fantastic, oh, we got smoke. We got smoke. Looks like they kind of sorted themselves out though. Maxwell, who is a rookie here in the Cup Series this season, looking for that Rookie of the Year. And Kane up into the top, but now here comes Maxwell looking for his first Cup win, if my memory serves. He's won a couple of truck races, but I don't think he's won a Cup race yet. 21 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Glenn trying to win the race for his teammate Michelina, who cannot be in attendance today. We're talking about her like she's dead or something. Kane holds on to it. Ford, Dodge, and Chevy all fighting for a win. Chevy's gotten a couple of wins this season in their first year as a manufacturer in the Cup Series. And into the outside wall goes the 45. That's going to give Maxwell the lead. Kane has dropped 2 positions. Oh, we got trouble. Oh, but Glenn gets out of it in time. Remember, those two brought out the caution at about lap 35. 19 laps to go here in New Hampshire. What can they do? Everybody but Narrows, I feel like, has a realistic shot to get the lead here in the next couple of laps or so. Narrows will have to work a little bit, try to get back up to Raffies before she even thinks about that. And Declan has unfortunately joined way too late. I think daylight savings caught him off guard, I don't know. But unfortunately, Declan, I would have done pretty well in this race if he would have shown up an hour ago, which is exactly why we're thinking about moving qualifying back 15 minutes. Just doing qualifying at 45 and then starting the race at about 3 o'clock. 17 laps to go. This race is almost done. These drivers have been fighting it out for the last 50 some odd laps. 55, 60 laps-ish. Oh, it says it right there, 58 laps. Side by side, Maxwell and Kane. Kane leads that lap. Still 16 to go. Dropping to the bottom as Maxwell loses it on the apron. Maxwell, I'm just saying, if you would have gained a position, I would have ordered you to give it back, and I would have given you a 1 out of 3. I think next season I'm just going to repaint that line yellow, so you guys might stay above it. Ooh, I'm running into the lag. I'm running into big lag. Thank God I'm not out on the racetrack. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing lag, but this is not good. Let me guess. Grow a Garden had another update. Steal a Brain Rot. Let's see. Oh my God, 3 wide for second. 3 wide for second, and they're all teammates. Shark Motor Club. It's a civil war. Caution. Oh no, not a caution. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Contact is what I meant to say. Not a yell. Not caution. It's still green. Still green. Sailor Piece apparently has 400,000 players right now. That's probably caused a little bit of lag. Dandy's World is at 161,000, so maybe somebody did get an update. When was the last time Sailor Piece got updated? Oh, it's a 2 times luck at that. That's why. It was updated today, so... In the middle of the racetrack, Maxwell pulling away. Let's get in. Oh, well, I'm actually not comfortable updating you on the fastest lap yet until these guys spread out at least a little bit. But we still got big battles for position here. The Shark Motor Club cars, again, it's a civil war. Raffies, Kane, and Rapid kind of have forgotten they're all on the same team. They're trying to wreck each other the best they can. That AutoNation Chevy. So weird seeing it on a Chevy still. It was a Toyota last year, but Shark Motor Club made the switch to the Bowtie Brigade this season, and they have seen mega results from it. Rapid trying to move his way into third place. This is your McLaren onboard camera. 11 laps to go as they go into turns 1 and 2. And I said this in the truck race. I don't normally associate New Hampshire with very good racing. Usually it is a fuel mileage type racetrack similar to that of Pocono. But this has been just a fantastic race today. I'm not even sure if you can even say fuel mileage here. Don't know what everybody is at right now. They did pit under caution, which was at the halfway mark. If they can make it to halfway on one charge, they can probably make it to the air. Oh my God, we might have a yellow. We might have a yellow. Big hit for the Ford. I'm going to say green. Narrows kept it going. Rapid was the only one who really suffered there. Still green. I'm going to say that was also a racing incident. Good Lord. And the racing quality here is much improved from the Shenyang race. And I'll also probably say the Perez Motorsports Campus race. And it's just been a fantastic weekend here at New Hampshire. We are definitely coming back next season. This has been one of the best races in Electric Racing Tour history. Truck race, definitely the best race in truck history. 8 laps to go. It's now 7 laps to go. Maxwell in the lead. These drivers are going to have to try to make one final push. 7 laps to go. Raffies getting a push into 16. 45 gets into the wall. Will he retaliate? He did kind of bump the 16 a little bit there off the side. McCain's trying to switch to the bottom. He's just going to run right through the 16 like a track meet. Good Lord. Oh, the 45 has a Kyle Petty moment. Oh, good Lord. Or not Kyle Petty, Adam Petty. Which I think, ironically, that was the corner he died in. Just the throttle stuck there. Thank God we have head and neck restraints now. 5 laps to go. Kane, I hate to tell you this, but 45 was also the number that that Adam Petty drove. So, yeah, I think New Hampshire is probably not. I think you should probably avoid the New Hampshire races for the foreseeable future. It was a 45 Chevy as well. So, yeah, you're probably going to die. I'm sorry, bud. Uh-oh. Well, he's not going to die, but Rocky sure as the hell is. 45, 1 out of 3. There was just no reason for that, dude. There was no reason for that. 1 out of 3. Thank you, Roblox. 1 out of 3. Surprised Raffies is not crashing out. We started with 6. Oh, God! Oh, that's yellow. That's a yellow. That's a big yellow. Big yellow. Watch out in turn 1. Something happened to Rapid. I don't know what. Something happened to Rapid. Caution's out. We're heading into overtime. Maxwell did not want to see that yellow flag. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to screw you. That was just, oh my God. Something happened to Rapid, and I don't know what. Is he out of battery? No, he's not. Pit road is open. Rapid, you still need to cross. Actually, no. You're fine. You're fine. The timing system will still loop you when we go into pit road, so you'll be all right. We're restarting with 2 laps to go. So, Rapid, are you going to pit or not? Kane literally walled me, and the only reason I'm forgiving him is because of the yellow. So 4 drivers are staying out. That is very interesting. I think we know that Kane is capable of saving, but these 2 are going to be pitting. The 2 of the Shark Motor Club cars are pitting. The countdown is for the pits. Countdown for the pits. Should be the last pit stop of the day, barring any cautions. Pit road restrictions are lifted in overtime, by the way, so if we have another caution, pit road will be open in that yellow. But right now, these are the only 2 people pitting. Raffies is out of his stall. Narrow's also out of their stall. This is it. 2 laps to go. Who will get the win? 2 attempts with a 2-lap shootout. 3rd yellow, if that's the case, will be a 1-lap shootout. It all starts now. 2 to go. 2nd caution. Kane is at 10%. Dear God. So if the caution comes out, he probably will need to pit. You know, I said earlier that New Hampshire is traditionally a fuel strategy race in NASCAR, and it looks like it might be the case here. Let's see if they have enough battery to make it to the end. Maxwell and Kane in row 1, Blen and Rapid in row 2, Raffies and Narrows in row 3. Countdown begins. 3, 2, 1. Green flag back of the air in New Hampshire. An overtime restart. I was thinking we wouldn't have an overtime today, but it seems like, oh my God, 3 wide. 3 wide, still 3 wide for 3rd place anyway. It was 3 wide for 2nd temporarily. Through the final corner. Will they stay green? Blen loses it a little bit coming out of the corner. White flag, no more yellows. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. Side by side, Kane and Maxwell. Maxwell washes up the track like a dead whale. Maxwell's going to have 1 more corner. Will he make it stick, or will Kane go for the block? He does go for the block. Contact. 12 pushes him out of the way. It's contact again. Side by side to line. It's a drag race. Maxwell will win at New Hampshire. Can you believe what you just saw? Rubbin is racing, didn't send him, did get him into the wall a little bit, but Maxwell does win. What a win for the number 12 camp, and he will get his, to my knowledge, his first ever Hankook E-Cup Series victory. He has won in the Truck Series before, never won in the Cup Series. What a battle in the overtime with Kane. And the number 12 Ford, I believe for Perez Motorsports, will get the win, their 2nd win as a team this season. I'd like to remind you that this win is fueled by the same ones who fuel you. Victory's First Stop is presented by Maverick, Adventure's First Stop. And the Canadian Maxwell Lee from Alberta gets the win here in New Hampshire. A long way from home, no doubt. But, hey, on the bright side, we will be going to Alberta later on this season. To the town of Milk River, close to the Montana border, not very far from Lethbridge. But, for now, in the moment, Maxwell gets the win. Not the first Canadian to win. That was Sweet Star, I believe, who won a truck race earlier on last season. Nah, the bourgeoisie car. I don't know what the owl logo is, but he's got Rolex on the car, so that's enough for me to know that he's a rich ass. But gets the win wearing a bear onesie. But just what a drive by that number 12 car. By the way, there is a victory lane. If you want to do the burnout, you can do the burnout, but ooh, what a win, and it's just a really good feeling to win in New Hampshire. I don't know what's so special about it. It just is. I've always loved New Hampshire. It's one of my favorite NASCAR tracks, and I've won here a couple times as a road racer. I think I've notched 2 wins here in my career as a road racer. I've won like 16 races, and 2 of them have been in New Hampshire. It's been years. It's been about 10 years since I've won at New Hampshire, but it's, I have won here. But the victory lane here, the tractor is his trophy here today. And if Glenn can get the confetti, thank you, good sir. And by the way, Rapid, I will get I'll fix your results. I have to go back and publish the graphic anyway, so. But yeah, he's dancing on the car here in Hankook, victory lane. What a win for Mr. Maxwell, the owner-driver, although not an owner in the Cup Series. He's driving for Perez in the Cup Series, but he does own his own truck team, which has seen a little bit of success as well. The picture here in victory lane will be taken as soon as I can not. There we go. And here we go. Picture will be taken in 3. Let me situate the camera real quick so that way it's focused on you. There we go. Picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. Picture. And he dances on the car doing the Gumnun style. And what a win for that. And something happened to my Roblox window. Thank you, Roblox. You're absolutely amazing. We love you. Best platform ever. Anyway. But the confetti falls. His first ever Cup Series victory. And he gets to take home a big-ass tractor by our friends at SR1 Equipment. And, what did you say? Hold on. Stop jumping so I can see. First oval win. Oh, okay. His first oval win. Would you look at that? And the confetti falls here, but while the confetti falls here, they are getting the preparations ready at another racetrack, Rockingham Speedway in Rockingham, North Carolina. Should be a good one. You had like 25. Wow. So you and Kane were cutting it close, man. Good Lord. Wow. That's just absolutely incredible. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to cut it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching on Perez Sports Network. And, wow. Next week, we head to Rockingham, the last Truck Cup doubleheader until the trucks go off for break. The Cup Series will head to Surfers Paradise in Australia. The trucks will be off that week. And then we head to Burt Brothers Motor Park on April 19th for another Truck Cup doubleheader. The last race in America before we head over to Spain for the Truck Cup doubleheader at the Bilbao Airport in Spain. Heading over to Basque Country for that one. Try not to get hit in the head with a highlight ball. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to stop yapping. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are going to end it here. Maxwell wins at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in Rockingham next week. And until next time, and you know there'll be next time, have a good one.